Ladies, gentlemen, and others, welcome back to the Osu Taiko World Cup. So, welcome with me tonight to commentate on the following matches. Not only Venezuela versus Argentina, along with Sweden against France, Brazil versus Chile, Italy versus Canada, Chile versus United States, Poland versus Canada, Brazil versus United States, and Italy versus Poland. All together with me is Chromax. How are you doing?
Hi there, I'm fine.
Awesome. And with me, I believe, is Zach. Isn't that right?
Indeed.
Hi.
So, did you need the pause? I know I did. But first, we will do Venezuela versus Argentina. So, I believe, Chromax, you do know some of these players, right?
Yeah, I know Argentina. Well, Polotok and Sinsu are really good hidden players, and well, Who's the Box is a really good player all around. As you might have seen earlier in the match of Argentina that was streamed, where Who's the Box got quite a few double S's. Also, Lost the Lights is a really good normal player, so I think we can see a really strong performance from that team here today.
It's also quite an important match, because the one who wins, well, gets to go forward, but the one who loses might be eliminated.
Yeah, so there'll probably be pretty intense nerves going up for both teams, but I don't think any team in particular is going to be favored by this. Or maybe Argentina, because their players are more experienced. Well, here we go into the first warm-up pick, Chain Destruction, with Hatsune Miku. And well, this is a relatively easy map, but it should do well to warm up the players for, well, the maps in this pool.
Yeah, it's still group stage. We've seen some, really strange warm-up maps from Japan and stuff like that,
Oh
or
god.
France, but
Well, anyway, we see the entire Venezuelan team going with Nomad here, and for Argentina, we see Polotok and Sintu going with Hidden, well, as expected, and Neorex showing off his hard rock skills here. Well, we have
Yes.
Jesse-chan and Satoru holding 100%, and also Sintu on the side of Argentina.
quite nice, quite nice.
Pretty solid lead from Argentina so far, though.
Pretty much. Mostly because of the mods, and well, Neorex missed, but then Lord Ender missed, like, at, well, nearly the same time, so that doesn't really make a big difference. I also believe this was Argentina's pick, since they're the ones going with mods on it, and, well, having the lead here.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Yep.
So you can see the really strong accuracy coming from Polotok here. Although he did just miss, he was holding 99.8% up to now. And well, he's getting back up there again.
Well, he was getting back until he failed miserably. Ooh, 97,
Oh,
that
God.
gotta hurt.
Well-
But it's quite a long map too.
Yeah. Also on the side of Argentina, you can see Jesse-chan and Satoru holding, well, pretty good act. Jesse-chan with 99.9% and Satoru with 99.7. So we might see some consistent accuracy picks for in the Nomad bracket here from Venezuela, like Mana or Adolescence or something like that.
I mean, I haven't yet seen Chase the World, so I would like to see it used, but I don't really see it used in that match. You really have to be sure to be able to pass the first, stream, which is a bit hard to read.
Yeah, the start is pretty hard, and I don't know. I don't think many teams would want to play that. I mean, for those kind of patterns, Argentina might have the edge here because they have some really experienced players, but still, like, not many teams would want to pick that. They have other things that they're better at and want to show that off.
I've noticed the lead on the switching back and forth.
Pretty much, there were
Yeah.
a few misses, I believe, on both sides. But I think Jesse-chan is still holding full combo.
And I believe he is. Yes.
The only person here to hold an FC.
With a rather nice accuracy, 99.8 as well. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but all the
really good.
mod usage from Argentina is giving them a huge advantage.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, the advantage isn't that huge if they miss, but still, it's going pretty well. Anyway, I think we can conclude from this. We'll be seeing Neorex probably for the hard rock picks, and well, Polotok and Sintu will probably, well, I think it's a given that they'll be playing for the hidden brackets. Yeah, I'm just not entirely sure who will be the third hidden player. I don't really remember it from the match before. Anyway, this warm-up goes to Venezuela.
Yeah, it was actually really
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, 6,000 points. Oh, we have this
Oh
song,
gosh.
Miracle Sympho X Gezo's Giga
Oh boy.
Oni. Oni-chan. Well, this is a really nice map actually.
That's a Nugu song, and it's quite difficult. You have quite interesting patterns,
It's an
especially
awesome Ugu song.
towards the end when it speeds up.
Well, I don't know. I really enjoy playing the map myself, and it has some streams, to test